4 creators. And apparently I was one of the creators, and there was this engineer kid, and we had the tools to pens and all to draw, and we were creating new universe. So I'm flying around, and suddenly there is this like a figure that flies ahead of me, and then it goes like, do you want to go back to Earth and see what it's like? I'm like, I don't know, I'm a bit skeptical. He's like, let's go, you can see. And I'm like, okay. And then he takes me to this black water area, which is like completely black, you can't see anything. And he's making me swim, and I'm flying, and he's telling me to swim under it. I'm like, it's black water, how are we traveling to Earth? He's like, hell and heaven are in the same place, it's all on Earth.
A pillow creature came up and engulfed me, and now I am one with pillow creature.
So there was a group of people in the water, and after a while their skins started to burn off. The dream sort of turned into this cult-like thing, and they were all standing on top of this hill with their arms spread like this, just like waiting to roll down the hill into the burning water. I obviously noticed the cult, and then I drove away. One of the guys that was in the cult gets into the car that I'm in, and half of his body has melted off. So he's touching me and his skin is peeling off and transferring onto me. So I force my brain to replay that bit in the dream, and I see it over and over again.
I fell asleep in a theatre in school, and I woke up just in a field, walked to a city nearby, and there was loads of fairy lights sort of guiding me towards the city, and it was a massive dome, sort of like the Simpsons film, if you've ever seen that. And inside there was a town or city called Grumblage, and I had to go in and liberate these people, and they were all shaped like Skittles, and I called them Skeezles instead of Skittles because humans are prone to getting knocked over or like easily sort of flattened.
I'm lying in the sand somewhere, and the water is rushing in. I feel the air, I feel fire and water, and I feel like it's all these like different elements of the world kind of enveloping and burning and washing away, and I don't know, it's a very thrilling experience but also really terrifying.
The last nightmare that I had was about me being in an aircraft, and that aircraft leading to a destination where I don't want to go to. But it eventually went there because somehow my subconscious wanted me to confront with my fear, which is probably the base of where my anxiety triggers or I stem negative energy from.
It's a shipwreck, tons of bags floating on the water. There's an attack on a fort. People are running around with swords. There are a lot of rats in a train chewing at people's feet. And I broke all my teeth.
So my dreams usually revolve around me being some sort of like hero saving the people that I love. There was like a particular house that everyone would like go to, but then apparently like the people in charge of the house were actually vampires and were like luring people in there to like drink their blood, and then I was coming from a different location trying to save them, and then when I got there it was just very dark and very crazy, but we ended up getting out, and that was the nightmare.
I woke up in my thing and I see my roommate in like a different light. She's staring at me like she's possessed. So I wake up from that one dream. I transfer to another one. There are like 2 eyes, 2 hands folding over my eyes so that I can't see, and I scream to let me go. And one of them tries to tear one eye from my hand, and suddenly I can see. Then I scream again for them to let my body go, and then I suddenly wake up after 4 or 5 dreams to realize that I'm back to my actual space.
You break the canvas to work?
Kind of. I slice into it. I like layers dry.